きましたの徳富だ。守った、そして落ちた。
Hello everyone, and welcome to TSN. I'm your host Evan, and today I want to talk about something a bit different. It is no secret that the two most iconic ninja shows are Sasuke and American Ninja Warrior. While we all know and love these shows, there are plenty of more ninja shows out there that do not get the recognition they deserve. So much so, I, with some assistance from international ninja connoisseur Kei Nakasugi, compiled a list of our top 10 ninja shows that you should check out, besides Sasuke and ANW. These entries were determined by impact, quality, and popularity. But first, before we get to our top 10, we have some honorable mentions. For starters, Ninja Warrior Switzerland is a pretty solid show. It doesn't do anything groundbreaking for the ninja franchise, but the courses are solid, the talent is there, and it's reliably fun TV. On the racing side, Ninja Warrior Germany All-Stars is the best ninja racing show on the planet, specifically Season 2. It has a diverse spread of obstacles in a straightforward format, using many features of ninja such as the Power Tower and Super Simulator without feeling like gimmicks. Then there's Pair Viking, a show where partners work together to solve obstacles, adding a new mental layer to the traditional ninja layout with favorites like Minoru Kunoichi, who managed to clear a stage. Finally, there's Sasuke Indonesia, the old-school ANW format with Sasuke obstacles. Complete with 2 seasons, there's a total of 6 tournaments that are full of diverse cast members and action. With those honorable mentions out of the way, it's now time to jump into our top 10. Kicking off the list, we have a show that many of you guys might be familiar with, and that is the Sasuke spin-off, Kunoichi, also known as Women of Ninja Warrior. For those unaware, Kunoichi has a very similar format to Sasuke, with one major twist. All of the competitors are female. There are a total of 11 Kunoichi tournaments, with the first 8 having a heavy focus on balance obstacles. Some of the more iconic obstacles that you may have seen on some other ninja shows include the Dancing Stones, Spinning Log, and Domino Hill. Modern Kunoichi, which are tournaments 9 through 11, have more of a Sasuke feel with its obstacles, with those obstacles being nerfed to cater towards the female competitors. Kunoichi is a really good show all around. However, it lands at the number 10 spot because most people have probably already seen the first 8 tournaments, since they were broadcasted on G4 alongside Sasuke. If you want some more information on Kunoichi as a whole, check out my ranking on all of the Kunoichi tournaments. Overall, Kunoichi was a really good show that still holds up pretty well to this day. At number 9, we have a show that many might be familiar with, but have not seen in its entirety, and that is Sasuke Vietnam. Sasuke Vietnam had some very interesting concepts, such as a Stage 1A and Stage 1B, where production would assign the competitors one of those two, and that would be the path that the competitors would take. Many famous competitors also competed on the show, such as Perry Osterlee, now Yuki Araki, Ben Poulsen, Olivia Vivian, Matt Redho, Mike Bernardo, Jamie Ron, and most notably, David Campbell, who would go on to win Sasuke Vietnam 2. Despite all of this, Vietnam is not a perfect show, with some of the most noble flaws being some of the stupidest DQs I have ever seen, and the fact that there are 21-hour episodes, one of which is the episode around the audition phase, similar to how the Sasuke trials work. Honestly, you can just skip that. It's not important. You can find some footage of Sasuke Vietnam on the official Sasuke YouTube channel. Overall, while the quality was a bit inconsistent, Sasuke Vietnam was still a decent show that had some talented homegrown competitors and many familiar faces among the international competitors. Like with Sasuke Vietnam, number 8 is another show from an Asian country. In fact, it's one of the first, and that is Sasuke Singapore. Sasuke Singapore was a 2-stage trial to compete on Sasuke, with the first stage consisting of various obstacles from Sasuke's Stage 1 and a final stage tower. There was also a special where it was Singapore versus Malaysia, which marks the first ever international special. Alan Zhang is the most notable competitor from Singapore, who ended up competing on Sasuke 28 and later Sasuke Vietnam. Singapore definitely had a huge impact on the sport of ninja in many different Asian countries, but it only lands at number 8 because, well, the quality just isn't there. It's far from the worst ninja show out there, but don't expect to be blown away by it. In fact, Kane Nakasugi did a video on his own channel reacting to many moments from the show. In the end, the impact that Sasuke Singapore had could not be ignored, and thus belongs on a list like this. Our first European ninja show on the list, Ninja Warrior France, is by far the most experimental ninja show out there. This show manages to either be a huge hit or a complete miss. With twists and added features in the qualifiers and semifinals, the show can seem like a lot, but at the same time, a single episode could feature Crossroads, the Mega Wall, Speed Passes, the Power Tower, and Ninja vs. Ninja races, all in the span of 90 minutes, and somehow make perfect sense. It's also worth mentioning that this show is one of the few countries in Ninja where you can stick with the same group of star competitors and get to know them as their accomplishments on the course continue to skyrocket. Names like Jean Tezenas, Clement Gravier, and Moran Gilic are household names of the show, and for very good reason. The inconsistency of the show's quality is why this show is only at number 7, but it still deserved a spot in the top 10. Sailing in at number 6 is one of the most underrated ninja shows out there, and that is Viking. Some of you may have watched Viking when it appeared on ESPN, but for those of you that didn't, Viking is essentially Sasuke with a nautical twist to it. The theming is something that made Viking stand out from all the other ninja shows. Another one is the obstacles themselves. Compared to other ninja shows, Viking's obstacles are a lot more utility-based. For example, on the first Marine stage, there is an obstacle called the swing mast, where you have to swing a rope around the bar and then swing on said rope. Another obstacle, called the main deck, where you had to push in one of 2 logs into a hole in the wall, and then balance on the log to complete the obstacle. In many ways, Viking's obstacles were ahead of their time, such as the cannonball being the predecessor to the spin bridge, the rope maze which would make appearances on other shows, the heartbreaker being a harder version of the spider flip, and the ultimate plank basically being a giant pegboard. Also, Viking 2's final stage is one of the best final stages out there. Speaking of Viking 2, you may recognize a few competitors from Sasuke here, most notably the Sasuke All-Stars. Some other Sasuke competitors competed here too, such as dancer Hiromitsu Takahashi and NHK host Hiromichi Sato, among others. I'm sorry, what? Wait. I have just received word that Yasuo Aoki cleared an obstacle. Okay, this is the best ninja show ever. Jokes aside, Viking is a nice change of pace from all the other ninja shows, and is most definitely worth your time. After 3 seasons, Ninja Warrior Russia was cancelled in 2021. 2 years later, Ninja returned to Russia in the form of Super Ninja, an unlicensed spin-off which takes everything you love about obstacle course shows and puts it on steroids. The format makes this show one that you'll either love or hate, as Super Ninja requires competitors to grab a ring at the end of each obstacle to earn a point, and the Ninja vs. Ninja semifinals allow retries. Believe us, the latter leads to some intense races and moments. So essentially, if you're a Sasuke purist, this isn't for you. However, if you're looking for intense action and tough courses, this is most definitely the right show for you. With obstacles from Sasuke, ANW, Ultimate Beastmaster, Gladiators, and $1 Million Mile? The courses are insanely fun blasts from the past that also work well in the modern setting. The show also does a good job at balancing old stars from Ninja Warrior Russia while introducing new heroes into the fold. Super Ninja has only been around for 2 seasons so far, but has become so beloved and popular that Season 3 is already confirmed for 2024, as well as the junior spin-off for young Russian ninjas, and we can't wait to see what comes of the show's future. Talk about wasted potential. Australian Ninja Warrior started off as just another watered-down spin-off of ANW, but quickly showed their ambition to be as good and as big as their predecessor. With ratings so high they were beating the news at one point, Australian Ninja Warrior went from having Stage 2 split into 2 parts to a fully outdoor competition, leading to an outdoor Stage 3. From there, top competitors like Olivia Vivian, Charlie Robbins, Ben Polson, Ashlyn Herbert, and Zach Stolz took over, and their results led to some of the most hyped moments in ninja history. Unfortunately, as ratings went down, the show became desperate to regain its audience, and instead shot themselves in the foot with a forced racing format that killed the show in Season 6. If it weren't for that season, the show would be much higher on the list, but still, Australian Ninja Warrior has 5 great seasons worth watching, and has more than earned its spot in the top 4. One of the most influential ninja shows of our time, Ninja Warrior UK started as an indoor budget version of ANW with joke competitors. So yeah, it didn't seem to care at first, but overall, you could argue that Ninja Warrior UK is one of the few ninja shows that remain true to the spirit of Sasuke. From seasons 3 to 5, the obstacles got tougher, the competitors got more serious, but the overall vibe was fun and relaxed. It was a great balance of everything people loved about ninja, and ended on a high note. It's also this high on the list because it pushed the Stage 2A to B format with a timed and untimed portion of Stage 2, essentially merging Stages 2 and 3 together. While Ninja Warrior Sweden did it first, Ninja Warrior UK did it for far longer and spread the format to Poland, the Netherlands, Switzerland, and many more European countries. For having a pretty solid run and impacting an entire continent of ninja, Ninja Warrior UK takes the bronze medal. The holy grail of Ninja Warrior spin-offs. Ninja Warrior Germany is arguably one of the best ninja shows out there. Even their bad seasons are watchable, and there are only 2 bad seasons out of 8. The show started as just another copy of Ninja Warrior UK, but as its popularity grew, so did the courses. Stage 2B was fully grown into a Stage 3. The obstacle placements all made sense, and while they used popular ninja structures like the Power Tower and Super Salmon Ladder, they never go overboard with their twists, aka no safety passes. Stars emerged, way too many to name. 3 spin-offs were created to capitalize on the show's success, and it's to this day the only non-Japanese ninja show to actually buff its final stage after a Kanzen Seiha and keep it that way. Even if the editing of the show has gone down in quality in seasons 7 and 8, they're still decent seasons, and seasons 1 through 6 are all worth watching, especially 3 to 6. In fact, Ninja Warrior Germany 6 has one of the greatest finales in all of Ninja Warrior, period. It's all for these reasons that Ninja Warrior Germany takes the number 2 spot on this list. I know what you guys might be thinking. If Ninja Warrior Germany wasn't number 1, what show could possibly be here? Well, for that, we need to go back to the beginning. Before Sasuke, there was a show that aired once every year that would be in the style of a track meet, where competitors would compete in many different events to earn the title of Sportsman Number 1. Sportsman Number 1 is not only the first ever ninja show, but some would even argue that it is the best one out there. If you watch an older Sasuke tournament, you may see in some competitors' profiles them jumping over a vaulting box with a springboard. This is Sportsman's most iconic event, the Monster Box. You may have also seen highlights of another famous event, Shotgun Touch, where you hit a button to drop a ball and rush over to it before it touches the ground. There are 2 different versions of Sportsmen, but have a very similar premise. Those are Pro Sportsmen, designed for professional athletes and Olympians, and Celebrity Sportsmen, designed for celebrities. Some of the most notable competitors from both versions include Naoki Katani, Paul Anthony Tarek, Shohei, and the face of Sportsmen and Sasuke at the time, none other than King Kasugi. If you want more information on Sportsmen, be sure to check out Kane Malden's documentary series on the entire show's history. If there is one ninja show besides Sasuke and ANW that you should watch, it is Sportsman number 1. Just stay away from Spodan, please. So those are 10 ninja shows that everyone should check out. Once again, big shoutouts to Kane Nakasugi for helping me with this list. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel while you're at it. If you are interested in any of these shows, and possibly some that we haven't mentioned, feel free to join the Ninja Masters Discord server to have access to the Sasuke Vault. Who knows, maybe you'll find a new favorite ninja show or favorite competitor. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and as always, until next time on TSN.